So if you're interested in hearing my idea and strategy on how you can start a business for $0, as long as you got a cell phone, that could potentially make you $5, $10, $15, $20, $30,000 extra a month, you are going to love today's video. Hang on a second, I'm just checking to see if Skillshare actually has courses on this. And of course, they do. All right. So here's the deal. I've been thinking a little bit about side hustles. It hit me the other day. It was on a Sunday. I went for a run with my buddy Tony, and we went to a local coffee shop. It's a small little coffee shop, and I was looking around, and they had all these little things for sale, like trinkets that people made. And one person literally got a branch, cut it into small little rounds, and then drew little pictures of like owls and animals and stuff like that. And we're selling each, they were literally like this big, for like $10 each. And I thought to myself at that point, if you are creative, if you have the will, there is no reason why you can't make money. Like seriously, zero money. There's so many options, so many different ways for you to do it, but this got me thinking and going down the rabbit hole of what is a way that somebody could actually start a business for little to no money that would actually produce like big money. Big money, big money, big money for me is, well, we're gonna call it like $100,000, right? That's, in my opinion, still a lot of money. Now, depending on where you live and cost of living, like I get all that. But I started thinking, what is, if I were to do it, what is a small business that I would start? And I started thinking, I started looking around, and I remembered that we actually recently hired a new social media manager for Salon Posta. And so I started looking around and digging a little bit deeper to see what she was actually doing and how she was doing it and how much we were paying her. And it hit me. If you are somebody that is interested in making extra money as a side hustle, being or creating a business that specializes in content generation, content management, and basically being a social media strategist or manager for local small businesses, this literally is like, in terms of like, they talk about like low-hanging fruit, this shit's like literally like on the ground. Because the truth is that most businesses, most small mom and pop businesses, even not mom and pop businesses, suck balls when it comes to social media. And so here's my thinking. What I would do is decide on an area or a genre of focus, all right? Something that you would be interested in. Now, I can use the salon as an example because salons, they generate typically a good amount of money. B, they want to look sexy. C, want to attract customers. And so salons are a perfect sort of example that we can use, right? If I were somebody that was starting a social media management business, what I would do is basically go around to local businesses, not like the big chains like McDonald's or like Subway, but local small businesses that may or may not have an Instagram account. I would look it up. I'd be like, okay, do they have one? If the answer is yes, good. Does it suck? The answer is probably yes. If they don't have one, that's also good. You're already online. You already probably know more than 99.9% of business owners and operators out there. And so if you went to them and said, hey, I'm a social media manager. This is what I do. This is how I can help you. This is how I can A, save you time, B, save you money, C, get you more customers. They are going to be all over it. Now, give you an example. Salon Posta. We just hired a new person. A new social media manager, right? What does she do? Basically, here it is. She goes and comes in twice a month. That's it. Twice a month, she'll come in for about an hour. She'll take pictures, she'll take video. She'll basically get sexy imagery, some of the products, some of the stuff that's going on, right? Twice a month, that's it, for about an hour, literally for an hour, using a camera. Sometimes she'll even just use her phone. And then she will have the stylist or whoever's working send her additional pictures of clients or anything they think is cool. And then she posts it. Once a day, that's it. She'll post some stories, but once a day. This is all she does, right? She manages it. She basically is very organized, and then she schedules it. There's software out there that basically allows you to do the work and schedule it for like literally like the entire month. Guess how much she's making? Just guess. Like $2,000 a month just from us. Multiply that by 10 clients, she's literally making $20,000 a month. Old girl's literally killing it, making like $250,000 a year. Guess what? She just hired 2 people, an assistant, so that she now doesn't even have to go to the salon to take pictures and videos. Somebody else does that, right? She also hired somebody else to help like schedule and stuff like that. So now what's she gonna do? She's gonna go around and sell her services to other companies, other people, which means now she can scale. And so instead of making $250,000 a year, she adds another 10 people. Now she's at $500,000 a year with literally 20 clients. So let's back it up for a second. All right, why am I so bullish about this idea? Well, quite frankly, because everybody in today's world needs this service. And even if they don't think they need it, right? You need to be on the internet. You need to be on Instagram and some of these platforms. And in my opinion, Instagram is probably the place to really focus on, because Facebook, do people use it anymore? I don't know. I don't even know if they do. TikTok, that's a whole nother animal in and of itself. But Instagram is still an incredibly effective way. It's also how a lot of people will find businesses in their local area in order to go to or patron. And so the one thing you need to understand is that when it comes to like local small business, now I'm not talking about, like I said, McDonald's or Subway or these big chains, but if they're basically a small owner operator, or they may have like a few locations, these people are desperate for more customers. They're also not great at social media. There are very few business owners, right, that are working a brick and mortar shop or even a service-based business that are like super into like posting and social. They're worried about the bottom line. They're worried about making money. They're worried about getting new customers, which is why having the ability to post things on social media and attract new customers is incredibly valuable. The salon, guess what? 60% of the people that basically call us on a daily basis or a weekly basis say, hey, I'd like to book an appointment. Guess where they found us? Instagram. Because these pictures are being shared, they're being shown, they're being looked at by other people, right? And that is honestly like our number one driver, other than like Google advertising and local like SEO stuff, to new business for us. And every single new business wants more business. Every single operator wants more business. But are they willing? Are they able? Do they have the skill in order to put something together and be disciplined enough in order to do it on a regular basis? The answer is no. Most small business owners suck at social media, period. They don't want to do it. It's a waste of time in their mind, but they also know that they probably need to do it. And they also probably have friends that are doing it or have a social media manager, and they're probably jealous of them. Now, what does a social media manager do? It's really all over the board, and technically what you want to basically offer, right? You're going to come up with your list of services, right? What I would probably do is have 3 different tiers. If you go with this tier, it's $500 a month, and you list out exactly what they get. You go this tier, now it's $1,000. Or you can go Mac Daddy and it's $1,500, $2,000, like whatever. You can start wherever you want. But you list out exactly what you do. Go online, do a search. What does a social media manager do? What do they do? How do they do it, right? You can find all of this stuff at your fingertips. You can also find this stuff at Skillshare, right? Skillshare, I talk about it all the time, and the reason why it's so applicable now is that I literally wanted to see, are there courses teaching you how to be a social media manager or set up an Instagram account? Yes, there are. Skillshare is not a sponsor. I just love Skillshare because it has so many different courses on pretty much anything you can think of. If you want to know how to get good at marketing, you've got courses for that. If you want to learn how to use Instagram, they've got courses for that. Literally anything you can think of, they pretty much have a course of. And I also have 30-day free trials because they sponsor the Alpha M YouTube channel. So I'm going to link down below if you guys want to check it out. Sign up, 30 days, literally, it's free, and surf around, look, all right? There are also other courses that teach you, like if you've got like a business or you're creative and you want to set up an Etsy store or make mugs or a website, like they've got courses that will walk you step by step through the process. And these aren't like super complex courses. They're simple and they're easy to digest. They're in bite-sized pieces. I am a huge Skillshare fanboy. I go there literally daily to see what's new, and I love them. Anyway, if you want to check it out for 30 days, I got free memberships down below. Got to use that link in order to grab it. This is not a sponsorship. I'm just telling you, I love them. Anyway, you list all your services, and you decide what you want to do, what you don't want to do, and you can literally craft whatever you want. It doesn't matter. There is no set in stone, this is what a social media manager has to do, this is what it doesn't do, right? Ours at Salon Posta, she basically will work with us, say, hey, what type of upcoming promotions do you have going on? What type of this do you want? Do you want us to try to sell this? Like, basically she works with us and then sets it up for the entire month by like herself. And it's quick and it's easy, and we pay her literally $2,000 a month. All right, you could do this with whatever small business you have in your town. Salons are amazing because most salons don't do a great job, and they also cater to a higher end clientele. And so that's great in terms of a place to start. But I was thinking on the way over here, builders, right? My builder, Michael Ladisic, he's got an incredible Instagram account, because he's constantly posting, he's going to the job sites and recording. Actually, it's not him, I believe it's his wife, right? But he understands the value of it. He has built himself into a brand on social media, and he's building freaking houses. You can do the same thing for other people and show them other accounts, right? Go and look, whether or not it's an interior designer, interior decorator, like solve rich people's problems. And what I mean by that is if you can figure out or identify a niche that you could go after that basically caters to higher end people, that the average ticket price isn't like $10, this is gonna be a much better client base, right? Builders, they charge a lot of money for their houses. Interior designers, hairstylists, right? You name it, right? Even like tattoo artists, just off the top of my head, right? Trying to build and help them build their presence on social media, whether or not it is just Instagram or these other areas. You could cross-pollinate, it's easy. There are platforms that you could literally schedule all of the different platforms to post at once, schedule it out for the entire month. Like, it's automated. Everything is automated. Now, ChatGPT, if you need like script or hey, write me a post for this, literally, it's all out there, and the money is out there for the taking. Right? It's so incredibly amazing. And when I started to really think about this social media manager idea, I was like, man, if I was starting over, I'd start a YouTube channel, because YouTube channels are amazing and you never know where they're going to go. But this is a great opportunity for you to build other people's brands. If you want to, in this meantime, build your brand, then you could do that. But chances are you're not going to make any money at that. But helping other people and being the expert, the fact that you're younger, this is actually a benefit. And that's something else that I was sort of thinking about. This is the perfect side hustle to start in your teens. Literally, you could start this in your teens. You could build it up, get a few clients. Maybe your parents have friends that have businesses and they would do it for free. If you want to start doing one by just basically offering your services pro bono, that's an incredible place to start. All right, giving away your service in order to learn how to do it, how not to do it. If this is something that you're interested in actually doing, go to a business and just offer it for free. Say, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm starting. I would like to offer my services to you for free. After a month, if you like it, right, we'll keep going and you can basically hire me. We can basically see how many new customers you're getting based on codes that I post or whatever, right? Have you seen an uptick to your website traffic? Have you seen an uptick to your sales? Zero risk. You go in and say, hey, this is what I'm going to do for 30 days. If you like it, great. We can keep doing it. They're going to like it because they're probably going to get customers. And then you keep doing it. This is what my prices are after that, right? And if you show for free that it works, game over, they are yours, right? You don't necessarily need to hard sell somebody that first time you go in. And I know that some of you are like, oh, well, I don't know, I need to get that first client. The first client is the hardest one to get. After that, it's pretty much easy. It's about figuring out what you want to offer, having a website, outlining it, detailing it. This is the perfect side hustle or business to start when you've already got a job, because literally you can do it anytime that you're not working. Even probably when you're working, you could be like, well, 1 second, I got to just post this for Julio's barbecue, right? Restaurants, gentlemen, I'm telling you, if it's a locally owned business, you can do it. Go in, see what they say. If they say no, no big deal. What if you give it for free? That'll basically get you a lot of yeses, but you really need to not just waste those, because it's going to take up your time, all right? And so be focused, be specific, but I just wanted to basically talk a little bit about a side hustle that I think is amazing. You know, one of the things that a lot of people talk about in terms of like side hustles to make extra money, start a YouTube channel, right? And I've said that. That's one of the things that I would recommend each and every one of you do if you're comfortable getting in front of the camera and putting yourself out there. But a lot of people are not. And that's the thing that holds so many people back from actually starting a YouTube channel. Social Media Manager allows you to enter into that world without actually being front facing. And so for a lot of people, it's going to be a lot more comfortable. You also will probably make a lot more money a lot faster.